All right, what up, y'all? I'm back. I'm about to put the oil separator back on. It did have oil in it, so don't let anybody tell you that it's not necessary or it's not needed or it's so little oil that goes through that it ain't even going to make a difference. It will. Any little bit makes a difference. Oil is not supposed to be in that upper intake or above those valves, coating up those valves. It's not supposed to be there. Ford knows that, and that's why they have an aftermarket version of their own oil separator kits for the GTs, the EcoBoost, and the Shelbys. They know. So, like I said, it's only been on here about a month or even two. But I mean, I drive the car so little that in my opinion, it shouldn't have been that much oil in there. But whatever. So this is what we're gonna do. Don't mind the vertical view this time. You know, I got to film with my iPhone because I was the smart guy and I left my GoPro in my Ranger. So, but anyway, I'm taking the Mustang out. I'm in it. What I'm about to do here is I'm about to give you guys my opinions on this car. You know, I'm a car guy. I don't have any bias against the Mopars, the Chevys, or the Fords. I work for Ford, so you know you would think that my bias would be towards Ford, but I'm a car guy. So anyway, this is what I think. You know, and I know this stuff has been said before by other guys. That's why I'm not really going to go into a long drawn out video about it. But this is just what I feel. This is just my opinion on my car. All right. With that being said, number one, I previously owned a 2016 Camaro SS, the 6.2 V8, 455 horse, 455 torque in that car. And I think off the line, this is just what I think. Off the line, I think that Camaro would have smoked this car off the line. Yeah, I make 5 more horsepower here, but the torque is different here. It's lower. It's like 420 if I'm not mistaken. And I think my Camaro was faster. My Camaro had more punch you in the seat kind of feel. This car, it winds you up. It's just as fast, in my opinion, but this one just winds the power up. It slowly and gradually mashes you into the seat. It will do it, but it's not right off rip. Another thing, I feel like this car is more livable than my Camaro, which means I feel like I could live with this car more easier than I could with the Camaro. What that means is, like, my Camaro rolled really hard, and I know that was due to the size of the tires, the suspension setup, and it rolled hard to me. I loved it. I mean, the Camaro was loud. I mean, you couldn't see out of the thing. But I mean, I loved it for that. But in here, it's loud. I mean, I can make this car loud. I think that I got the active exhaust on here. I got it in track right now. I don't know if you can hear it on camera, but I mean, it sounds pretty good. I mean, it's just not as, I had Corsa catback on the Camaro, so that thing was raspy and loud. But I think I can live with this car a little better. I can see out of it all 4 corners. I can see out of this car. It doesn't ride as hard. Being in my Camaro was like being in a submarine. In here, I feel like I'm sitting on the car versus sitting in the car with the Camaro. But like I said, I got 1,216 miles on here, so I'm just above the break-in on here. And I think this car is nice. I like it. I really do. I think it's a really, really nice car. I got the optional B&O 12-speaker sound system in here. It sounds good. The radio that I had in my Camaro was trash. Now, I'm saying that because I had a 1SS. So, the 1SS didn't have the Bose sound system in it. So, it was trash. But I didn't buy that car for the radio. I bought the car for the noise that comes out of those quad tips back there. That's just me, my car guy. I'm a music guy too, but car guy first. What else? One thing that I don't like about this car, this is the performance pack. There is no performance pack 2, so there's no reason to say performance pack 1 or 2 anymore. But the wheels, I love the wheels on here. I really do. They are so sweet. They look really good, but they are so effing hard to clean. And I'm OCD about my car. Like, I'm real OCD about it. I watch this car, like, every time I pull it out to drive, because I have it in storage. So every time I bring it home, I give it a bath, and then I go out and I do some laps like I'm doing right now. But they're hard. I gotta get a brush. Like in the Camaro, I used to be able to stick my arm or my hand in there because of the way the wheel was designed. I can actually get my hand in there and I can clean the inside of the wheel. On here, not much so, because I got all the spokes and stuff on it. But I'm gonna get a tool that's gonna allow me to clean it up. I brought this car out today because I thought that FedEx was gonna bring me my carbon fiber dashboard trim from the GT350/GT500. I did order the Ford part. I didn't want the adhesive stick-on stuff, that crap that goes on top of it. I didn't want that. I want the actual part. Like I said, I'm OCD. I will know that it's something stuck on top of this, and I don't want that. So I mean, it might show up today. If it shows up today, then I'll do an install video, and I know there's plenty of those out there, but I'm gonna do my own. That's just because that's me, and I want my own stuff out there. What else? Something too, like, I don't feel like, and this could be a good thing or a bad thing, but this car doesn't attract as much attention as my Camaro did. I don't know why that is. Maybe because there are so many Mustangs out here. Like, there's one right there. And I just passed one a second ago back the other way. But it's a lot of Mustangs out here. I think that's cool. Like I said, I work for Ford. So the more Mustangs is out here, the bigger bonus that I get. So buy them up while they are available. Yeah, this car, like I said, I got this has the Rapid Red paint on it. It was a extra cost color. I think that the Rapid Red, once the sun hits it, it's beautiful. I think it looks better than the Race Red. That's just me. I think it looks better than the Race Red when the sun hits it. But I still don't think, I gotta get these windows tinted too. That's gotta be tinted. But I don't think that this car doesn't attract as much attention. It just don't. Oh man, you could never, that never gets old. That never gets old, man. It sounds so good. This is great. One thing that I don't like, and I know it's because I had an aftermarket exhaust on my Camaro, but one thing that I don't like about this car, and I'll handle it, it can be fixed. I don't have any pops or crackles in the exhaust, and I don't need a lot of excessive bangs and pops. I would just like a few, just a couple. But I can fix that. I think a good H pipe and a nice axle back there will fix that, and that's coming. I'm gonna do that. Let's see. I mean, this 10-speed is awesome. I can drive a manual for those that's turning their nose up. I can drive a stick. The manual is, I don't know. I'm about to say this, but I don't even believe it. You hear people out here say the manual is more engaging because you're in here rolling gears and hitting the clutch. Yeah, I get that. But I can do the exact same thing in here, minus a clutch, with the paddles. And it's equally as engaging. I still have to maintain my gear, and I have to be able to downshift the gears also. It's the same thing, except I'm not using a clutch. So I mean, if you're using the paddles, it's as actively engaging as shifting, rolling the gears with the clutch. Once again, yes, I can drive a stick very well. And I did go to get a manual. I went to the dealership with getting a manual in my head, even though I know that Ford is having a problem with the shift forks in those manuals. I know that. And I'm kind of glad that I did get the automatic, because I just don't feel like those problems. I just don't want any problems. With this, there is problems with the automatic, yes, but there are less problems with the automatic versus the manual right now. Like I said, these are my opinions. I'm also a mechanic. I do work on cars also. So I'm not just talking out of here, out of the side of my neck. I do know what I am talking about when I say stuff like this. But yeah, other than that, man, guys, I like this car. I really wish that I was in a position to experience the Mopars also. Like I said, because I'm a car guy. I really would. I wish I could. I wish I could drive a Challenger or a Charger just for a day, just to see how it is. I know that car is heavier, but still. I would like to say, I wish I could say that I've owned all three. I've only had two. I had the Camaro and now I have this, but one day I may have a Mopar. I don't know. My wife works for Stellantis, whatever they call themselves these days. So I mean, I might. I do get a discount with those. So I might. I don't know. But I'm not selling this. This is mine forever. I get attached to my cars, and like I said, I can always get another car to add on to this one. So I mean, this car isn't going anywhere. And I know I said that about my Camaro, for those guys that know me. But see, the thing with that car, when I bought the Camaro, I did not buy it new. It already had 25,000 miles on it when I bought it. And then at about 28 or 29,000 miles, it spun a bearing. The engine went out. So GM had to pull the engine, and they replaced everything but the block and the heads. Everything else was new. Everything. So then it started having the electrical gremlin when you drive the car for a while and it gets warm, and you turn it off, it wouldn't start right back. And it wasn't heat soaked, for those out there that's going to say it was heat soaked. It's not heat soaked. It couldn't be heat soaked when I took a hot starter off the car and took a cold starter out of the box and put it on the car, and it still wouldn't do it. It's not heat soaked because that starter's cold. So it's not heat soaked. It's a bad ground somewhere. So, but anyway, enough about that car. We're talking about the Mustang, but I like this car. I really do. Like I said, I'm still getting used to it. I'm still learning it. It's pretty fun. I like it. But that's all. I'm not gonna bore y'all with just a talking face. So we're just out here doing some driving, just listening to it, getting some miles on it, doing some laps. But hopefully my dashboard panels show up later today. Hopefully. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They still might. But I'll get back with you guys a little later. Hopefully I'll be doing the install in a minute. Maybe not. All right, I'll holler. Yep.